While it has been a humiliating drop in votes for the African National Congress, things seem to be worse for President Cyril Ramaphosa, who is eyeing a second term in office. Some say the ANC's dismal performance in elections could turn Ramaphosa into a scapegoat. Will the ANC members blame Ramaphosa for the party losing its majority for the first time in 30 years? And if Ramaphosa keeps the top job, will Jacob Zuma's MK party or the EFF agree to join hands with the ANC? While the ANC begins a desperate hunt for partners to form a coalition, President Cyril Ramaphosa faces a bigger battle, a fight for political survival. Our next report gets you the details.
A popular face from South Africa's anti-apartheid movement. A leader with decades of political experience, suave and affable mannerisms, one would expect President Cyril Ramaphosa to confidently land a second term. But the real picture is starkly different. For the first time since the end of apartheid in 1994, the African National Congress secured less than 50% of the vote. It is down to nearly 40%. African National Congress's dismal performance in the election and a precipitous drop in votes could turn Cyril Ramaphosa into a scapegoat. Already under immense pressure, the ANC could force Ramaphosa to resign and push his deputy Paul Mashatile forward. For the first time in ANC's political history, the party has no option but to hunt for partners to form a coalition government. The African National Congress remains the largest party. Then is John Steenhuisen's Democratic Alliance, followed by Jacob Zuma's MK party and Julius Malema's EFF. But the MK party and the EFF are also likely to demand Ramaphosa's resignation before agreeing to any coalition with the ANC. Will the 2024 election shut political gates for Ramaphosa? 71-year-old Cyril Ramaphosa's first stint in office has been marred by soaring unemployment, persistent economic inequalities, worsening crime rates, widespread power cuts and allegations of corruption. The state of affairs under Ramaphosa were far from ideal. In 1990, Ramaphosa began being closely associated with the African National Congress and worked with Nelson Mandela to negotiate an end to white minority rule. In 1994, when Nelson Mandela became South Africa's first black president, Ramaphosa harbored ambitions to become his deputy. However, he was overlooked for the more senior Thabo Mbeki. Ramaphosa then took up the role of the Member of the Parliament. In the next 10 years, Ramaphosa retreated from politics to be a businessman and then made a comeback. In these years, he acquired a stake in nearly every key sector of South Africa's economy. From telecoms to media, from fast food to mining, and he became one of South Africa's wealthiest politicians. In 2014, Ramaphosa became South Africa's deputy president, giving legitimacy to the scandal-hit presidency of Jacob Zuma. But as Zuma neared his two-term limit as ANC leader, Ramaphosa entered the succession battle. His pledges to fight corruption were seen as a dig at his then-boss Jacob Zuma. After a bitter contest, Ramaphosa became ANC leader in 2017. And 2 years later, his long-held dream became a reality. In 2019, Jacob Zuma was forced to resign amid a series of corruption scandals, making way for Ramaphosa to be the president of South Africa.
So help me God.
As a new leader, Ramaphosa used his first speech to make a stand against corruption. But within a short period of time, he himself was embroiled in a series of scandals. Campaign donations, Zuma presidency-era loot, Farmgate, Ramaphosa's troubles were adding up. Despite this, he won the backing of the ANC and stayed on in the top job. 5 years on, the people of South Africa are split on Ramaphosa's performance as president. While some say he inherited unfavorable conditions from the previous government, the others say he completely failed to improve conditions in the country. From anti-apartheid to labor activism days, from his entrepreneurship to politics, Ramaphosa's career has been a catalogue of fierce battles. Come 2024, he faces yet another one, and this one is certainly a fight for survival.